What's up, guys? We are back with another vibe coding kind of head-to-head challenge. Again, the goal here is to just show how the different vibe coders like handle these different tasks, and have a kind of apples to apples comparison rather than just ranking them based on the vibes themselves. So today we are back and we're going to do a sort of like Notion style text editor. So collaborative text editor like Notion with these features. Real-time collaboration where multiple users can edit the same document. Presence functionality for each document with a face pile. So face pile just shows who is like inside of the document currently working on it, kind of like in Google Docs in the upper right. And then document organization, private docs, public docs, sidebar, full text search, and then the interface should be clean, yada, yada, yada. So we will kick this off in a few of the different tools. So we'll use Converge, which is by us, both Lovable and Replit. We won't be doing V0 just because I don't have credits right now. And again, we'll go kick these off. That looks good. And yeah, converge.run. I have my local environment up just for quick testing. I had to run Replit ahead of time because it took, let's see, 30 minutes, which I feel like they think is like a good indicator that it's like well thought out and tested, but that's not the case. Um, at least not when you compare it against Converge. These are all running. So we're at 5% credits used. Let's look. So two. Okay. Installing some packages. Oh, I think Bolt needs me to tell it to do something. That Bolt's going. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, we're coding already. We'll keep an eye on speed. I'll try and write down the amount of minutes passed. Actually, I have the timer here that I'll guesstimate when we started this like a minute ago. So, Converge will be the first one then. Database, doing a bunch of stuff. We know Replit took, Replit took 30 minutes? And I actually had to do a follow-up prompt with 30 minutes. And the goal here is like a one prompt. And we'll see what we can do. That's still going. Still going. This is going to be the one that's done first. Give it a second. Bolt database, anything interesting? Type check, so we're getting close over here. Okay, that's getting there. Let's see, editing auth. This is the boring part. You can definitely skip ahead if you want. A variable. I just want to keep an eye on when they actually finish, and then we'll move on. Tracked usage for this. Oh, it's oh wait now. I think it was like $4 or $5 for to get where we got with Replit. That's the right column, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, that's done. That looked like it was like 3-ish minutes, give or take. We'll just make a note of that. 3 min. Oop, wrong one. Cost was, so we went from 2 credits to 4 credits, so 2 credits, which I think is like, I don't think, I kind of forget honestly. How does the pricing? Let's look. 100 credits is $25, so divided by 50, divided by 50, so that's 50 cents. 2 credits is 50 cents. Someone can double check my math, but I think that's right. Again, it's all about like where you get functionality wise. So we'll see if these things actually work. Done. Okay, this is done. Okay, these finished like at the same time, so like a minute or so later. And well, for the first generation. Actually, we should. Eh. because if it doesn't work, we'll have to basically update these, but we will see. All right, why don't we do Lovable first, just because we're here. We'll publish this, publish, 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 publish. All right. All right, let's test Bolt. Open that up. And again, so we really need to test how it works in sync. All right, let's sign up to signups. What is this? That's Chrome, right? Chrome at gmail.com. Password. At gmail.com. And password. It's gonna be okay. And let's create this. Oh, that was weird. Okay. It's glitchy. What is that like state thing it's doing? I don't know why it's doing that. It's like saving it. Is it like a responsiveness thing? Let's see. And when I click it again now, it's not doing anything. What the? It's weird. Okay, a little buggy. That one's like an annoying thing to debug too, because it's like, how do you like describe what's going on? All right, we'll make it public. We already created the doc, so it should be on the left side. It should be synced. It should be here too. That's not good. My guess is if you refreshed, it will be there. Yeah, only have to refresh. That's not good. Because look, I'll create a new one. And it's jumpy all over the place. Call it new. And it's not over there. If we come back over here, this is like in the worst place possible. Okay, we can see it. Let's both get in the same one. I think it's only bringing in the face file of the currently signed in user because we're both in new. Or it's only listing the other users and not including the user itself. Tough to know if that's actually a bug because I'm in the Chrome one and it's showing this what is probably Safari SA, and then I'm in here and it's showing Chrome for new. Again, it's not showing new yet over here, which is not good. And most importantly, when we start typing, nothing's appearing on the right, so not a real-time editor. There's no slash command. We didn't specifically say that. We did say kind of a Notion style thing, which Notion style editor, which honestly, like, I feel like kind of has to have that, but that's not there. There's no rich text stuff either. And let's change this to private and see what happens. Come back. I can still see it, so that's not good. If I refresh, it'll probably go away. I wonder what happens if I make this private and refresh the page. Yeah. All right, let's see if the search works. Okay, search seems to work. So that's good. Yeah, so not super great. I mean, it doesn't do the one thing it's supposed to do, which is a real-time text editor. So let's go back and see what we were supposed to be judging on. Let me get a couple of these from our last tests. Cool. So auth, yep, you were able to sign in. Backend, I think the things are getting created, like the actual documents. Let's see. The documents are getting created. So backend basically means, hey, is there one? It's a pretty low bar. That's good. And then here comes the bad stuff. Notion style with the slash is not there. Real-time collaboration not there. Active users in the face file isn't really working because it should track yourself too since you're active in it. It's not updating either. You can create public versus private ones. Real-time sync with the docs. Yeah, that's the big one. I should have that in like red. Does not work. The search works. This is an old one from the previous. Text formatting. There's no formatting at all. And then I meant to have, yeah, I mean real-time sync across like everything. It's just like not working. So you could sign in. It has some of the tables. Everything about the actual functionality doesn't work except for being able to search. And like, yeah, you can create docs, I guess. Maybe we'll add that if that's something that's interesting. What was the one I wanted to highlight? So this is like the two big ones. Okay. All right, that was Bolt. We'll go over to Lovable, right? Do this. I feel like I found that Lovable and Bolt typically go hand in hand with where they're at. Let's see. So it's Chrome at gmail.com. It always does this where it does like a sign up to sign in, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. And this is Safari at gmail.com. Sign up. Okay, let's create a doc. Okay, so we can edit it. We'll make it public. Okay, and it popped up over here right away. That's actually really good. Okay, good. Why does it do this? Okay, so it's not perfectly. Oh wait, no, it is. It's not perfectly managing the stake because when I go private, it should disappear on the other side. But honestly, that's like pretty good. All right, we'll call this. Why do I don't really like that. It makes the bar go away, but whatever. We'll call this Chrome public, and then let's make a Chrome private one. Okay, all these showing up. Should we see the Chrome public? And my guess is the search works. Search is pretty easy. Good. All right, now the real stuff. Chrome public. All right, so it's loading it in now. Is it live? Doesn't look like it. Document saved, but you're not seeing it on the left side in the other tab. This is the same document you could see from called at the top, the title. Yeah, and if we add like, what is this? We'll say Chrome text. Maybe it has something to do with the owner, but I did like rewrote everything. I'm gonna do this, I guess. All right. So it's only listening, so it's not collaborative in any way. This is just probably based on the owner. It just overwrites whatever is in there or something. Let's try it. If we come here, call this public, and it's already public. Where is it? Am I tripping? I don't see it. Oh, it's private. Okay. Hello? Anyone home? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, I don't see it. I'm gonna refresh probably. That's not syncing. Okay. Let's see the slash works now. All right. I'll say Safari. Yeah. So it appears that it's like something related maybe to ownership. But yeah, I mean, either way, right? Like it's not a real time editor. This is just gonna get written over, like literally deleted, which is not what you want. No face pile, which I don't even know if that was in the grid. Let's make sure that's in there. Yeah, no face piles. Okay. So auth, yeah, you can sign in. My guess is that the backend is like we're persisting. We can check just by like refreshing this. Yeah, looks like it's there. Documents, yeah, so on and so forth. Okay. Um, so the backend is there. Like the tables are created. Honestly, it's kind of table stakes for something for any like app is just to have a database. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. There's no face files. Nope. I mean, yeah, you could create the private and the public docs. The sync across the docs didn't always work. There was one point where I had to refresh to get the new docs, so it's not like synced perfectly. The search probably works, right? We already tested that. Search worked, and there was no text formatting. Like I said, they're always like, oh shit, I moved this over. They're always kind of hand in hand. Whoops, don't want to get this wrong. Yeah, they seem to have like the same limitations. All right, Converge, how'd you do, bud? Let's see. All right. Sign up. Again, always have that sign in anonymously, which is really nice for when you're testing in the browser, like in that vibe coding. Expect Gmail. And this just went, so I have no idea how this will go. We just generated it right now. Sign up. All right, auth worked. Let's keep moving. Let's create a doc. What do we want to call it? Call it title. And we'll make it public. All right, there's sync. Oh, that's cute. I guess that's for me. And we'll call this private. And just make sure this works. Cool. Okay, so private public works. More importantly, have a button to initialize is kind of annoying. Oh, and also it does it for everyone. I don't know if I like that or not. We'll come back and test that. Hi. How it going? Okay, so it's really smoothly updating on both sides. There's no like reloads or anything. And if I come over here, obviously can't type at the same time. Good. All right, this looks definitely like the best. What if we do, okay, we also have slash for commands. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that works well. These things are really hard to do. Usually because like you have to do like a text field over a text field to do it. I have to look under the hood how this is actually working. So that's working. That's good. I'm interested what happens if you do when you, oh, whoa, that was cool. It updated it all right away. Wow. It is in like a stuck state probably because it's trying to maybe reach it still. But I mean, the more important thing is that you don't have access to something you can have access to. Oh, and the face pile updated, and it's like a cute little emoji. You see that dog is no longer in there. My guess is that it was in there before. What if we do this? Wow, that's cool. To get this actually working in Lovable or Build would be so challenging. Like there's so many little things happening here that just kind of work out of the box. One prompt too. It's nice. All these things worked. All of this worked in one prompt. Wow. I know it's our own thing, but I'm like impressed with this. Okay, search. Where did it search? Right, search works. Okay, and yeah, that looks good to me. Can you highlight? Oh, whoa! You can highlight this stuff too. Okay, let's see what this does. Bold. I guess because I'm doing the same piece of text. Wow. I mean, this is like the only real-time text editor that like anybody would actually use. Like of these things. No way. Toggle lists? Whoa, this is wild. Wow. Okay. Well, it's honestly not close, but we'll run through this. Auth, backend, Notion, real-time collaboration, active users, and FaceFile. That thing is really hard. The FaceFile updates, public and private, real-time sync, search and docs, text formatting. I really did all the Notion stuff too. That was crazy. That's even better than I thought it would be. Okay, over to Replit. Again, 30 minutes, $5. Let's see what we got. Let me reload. One thing I will note, this took more than one prompt because I had to prompt it to add a database. So first prompt was just like, also like there's so much stuff in here. Okay, so this is the prompt we looked at, yada yada, make the Notion thing, and it didn't have a database initially. So that's like, I'd say that's a knock against this. All other tools added a database out of the box, and this one didn't. And so I had to use another prompt to do that. So none of this stuff was actually persisting. And even when I come to check the database, like there's nothing in here. So we'll see if it actually works, but it's saying like some amount of storage is taken up. There's like a small amount that just might be the generic amount. Well, I'm going to delete this after. But all right, let's test it. I feel like it's gonna have a hard time competing with that, but let's see. Not now. First of all, there's no auth like for user sign in, not out of the box. All the other three did, and I don't like that. It should have auth out of the box. Okay. Real-time collaboration may not work properly. All right. Thanks. Off to a good start. So I just made it public. It's not appearing over here. What if I updated it? Nothing. This is also like not the type of component you should use for this, because like it's to like turn something on, not to like toggle between two states. Let's see, private doc. Okay, let's come over back here. We'll see if this comes on. All right. Jesus, these red errors are like crazy. And it's not even like it's an error, it's like just like saying something might not work. Let's see. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's good. No ability to do like the Notion cool slash stuff. What happens if we start deleting this? There's something that glitchy on like the loading states. But and it's not doing the face file correctly. It just let's see actually. Okay, it did. It correctly took this one away. There was just one there. It should list me. It's not listing me. And it's also thinking that SW, which is, the Safari one. Can't see that. I assume it's a Safari one. I don't know what Swift Editor is. Either way, there should be at least one person listed here. And now there should be two listed here. And that's not working quite right. So the text editing is like kind of working for what that's worth. And I think these are actually being added to the database, but it's hard to tell. I could do like an incognito window or something, but or like clear my cache. I don't really feel like doing that. All right. Why does it take? You see this like weird loading states are not nice either. It's not good. All right. So I mean, we'll give it some checks for that. But where's the data? There's nothing in the database. So I'm going to assume there's no database. All right. There is no auth, even though it should come out of the box with everything you make, everything you vibe code, honestly. And then I asked for it and then it give it. The back end is like not really working in terms of like the actual database tables. There's no Notion. The real-time collaboration, I'll give it the check because you can't see the updates. That's kind of the most important thing. The active users and face file is not working. It's not updating. You can't create private and public. The real-time sync, like when you're creating docs, was that working? I don't think it was. So like if I create a doc here, make it public, call this the new testing. Yeah, that's not happening over here. Yeah, not happening. Okie doke. So that's not. Search, I'm pretty sure that was working. Text formatting, that was nothing special. No bolding. Or let's see if we highlight the text, does it do anything? Okay, bold. Nope. Italic. That's not what that's supposed to do. Maybe it is. This should be bold as 2 stars. Italic. Maybe just keep hitting it. Yeah, that's not good. Heading. It like doesn't even really work when you click it. So we're not gonna say that works. And it also doesn't render it. And that's, in Notion, it obviously renders it, and that's what we wanted. So definitely not there. So again, the speed is just the first prompt generation. A bunch of them don't work. Again, the better thing to judge would be the total amount of time and total amount of credits spent to get a full list of check marks. Ours cost 50 cents, and it was the best working one. It was actually really cool. The face file thing with the emojis was really cute, and then the text editor Notion thing was actually really good. It's like a lot of could build some like interesting products for that. So that's that. These comparisons are really fun for me. If you have other ones you would like to do, drop a comment below, and I'm happy to kind of, put these to the test. And we've been going for a while here, so thanks for coming along. And if you've made it this far, here is a Converge code for use. We have to limit these, but it's gonna be Converge Notion for 50% off your first month. 50% off first month paid sub. And we'll limit these. So get them while they last. And yeah, like I said, drop a comment below if you have other ones you would like us to do in the future, or any other thoughts and any feedback on the product. We'd love to know. See ya.